BpsRps live Thursday, March 10th, 2022. Um, Baseball's back. It's amazing. Now, I just don't know what series are canceled. If anybody can bring me up to speed on that. Was it the first two series? Does that mean the Phillies are opening away? Or is that Oakland game still a possibility? Got to do some research in that. If anybody knows, feel free to slide in my DMs. Send pics if you like. They're playing a whole 162 games, so it's going to start on time, or is it a delay, Obi? Nice pull with Dinger. Congratulations. No pun intended. And it's cool because the Rockies are your squad, like your second team. So you got Dinger from your second team. It's always a good feeling. Yeah, I'm just curious if they're still delaying it, and those first two series are going to be played throughout the year, or if it's starting on time. I'm just curious to see if Oakland's still going to the Philly or not. I doubt it, but stranger things have happened. Spring training starts Sunday, the 13th. Wow. It's a matter of time, right? They were violating their antitrust exemption laws or something. It's the only lawful monopoly in the world. But I don't know if I read this right, but they're going to be wearing advertising patches on their uniforms now. I guess sort of like race car drivers. You go to a game, you're watching on a Bryce Harper bat, and he's going to have a patch on his ass like advertising maxi pads. Pretty interesting. Yes, King M baseball's back. Today's Scotty's birthday. Scotty, if you're watching, happy birthday. It took him to go down to Florida. Within about, I don't know, an hour after he got off the plane, they announced the lockout was over. So I don't know what he did. I don't know what kind of pull he has down there, but if you had anything to do with it, Scott, thank you. Good job. Good job. For the last 2 months, I've been saying today in baseball, nothing happened. Well, today in baseball, something really magnificent happened to all of us. In baseball history, 1963, Pete Rose, rookie, played his first spring training game. He went 2 for 2. Baseball NASCAR. What was that? 2001. I don't know what that is. Looking up some birthdays. Steve Howe. Steve Howe, he was suspended about 8, 9 times for drug use. He was born in 1958. John Cangelosi, 1963, quick leadoff hitter for those White Sox. Ben Davis, he was a highly touted catcher prospect for the Padres. Never quite panned out. Played for the Phillies. He's an announcer now on the Phillies network. And that's all that happened today. Baseball history. Speaking of NASCAR, I saw a box of the Topps cards, a whole box of, I think it's F1 Racing, if I'm saying that right. It's like $600. Oh, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. I never knew that. Check out that car. Check out that car right now. Budweiser MLB 2001 car. Oh, I think I remember reading about that. Like his father passed, but I didn't know it was this car. Oh, that's pretty neat. That is really nice. It's white. It's got like the baseball stitches around it. Very nice. Let's see the 2002 one. Oh wow, 2001 is 2002. It's the all red Monte Carlo. That's nice. Oh wow, I want to get one of them. Pull up to work in that. How's the job going, Obi? All right? About a weekend, give or take. Oh, wow. I didn't do this intentionally. This is O-Pee-Chee 93. This is O-Pee-Chee Premier 93. The gold are Voltaguers and Tresemme boots. Well, no, Tresemme boot is a third baseman in French. And of course, the first card is Pat Borders. I think Pat Borders is always the first card in this pack. Yeah, they're pulling that. I hope it works out tomorrow. I hope they come to their senses. John Valentine, Greg the Hammer's brother. Remember that dude had an awesome figure 4? I should save this for next Valentine's Day. I'll put a little Valentine's Day stash together. Valentine or Valentine's, Rose, John Candelaria. Jeff, if you're watching checklist, it's an O-Pee-Chee checklist. Obi, Mark Wallers. He was a Braves closer. He did some good things for your squad. Casey Candell, 87 Topps All-Star Rookie Cup. This is him. He was a good field, no-hit guy. Chuck Finley, who was Tony Katane's husband. She used to beat his ass. He did, didn't he? Yep. I had a feeling that was him. He had some good years. Wasn't he? He was highly touted too, coming up through the rankings, through the minor leagues. Doug Henry, Mike Moore. Mike Moore is in an Oakland costume, but it says Tigers, and then that little yellow star says traded to Tigers. That's really nice how they do that. Jay Bell. Jay Bell had some good years. He was a shortstop, Pittsburgh, Arizona. He was a wild dude. Wallers, yeah, that's right. Doug Henry. 93. He didn't even close double. He closed 3 games last year. I guess he became the closer. Probably 94, maybe 93, because the stats go up to 92. Most of these closers do. I think I did a study. Well, I didn't do it, but I read a study. Most closers who start the year as the team's closers, I think like 50% aren't their closers at the end of the year. I think it's even low. O-Pee-Chee Premier. See, do you know why they're the Premier? Because the regular issue doesn't say Voltaguer, Lancourt, or Tresemme boot. The Premier has the French language on it, which makes it the Premier baseball card. I think it does. Ah, here we go. Yo, this is a gold border Tom Glavine. These are the white border. This is a parallel universe. Look at that. And on the back, it's green as opposed to the white. So it's green and gold, I guess, in honor of Oakland. Tom Glavine. Darryl Sherman. What the hell's a Darryl Sherman? Hey. Oh, yeah. It says outfielder dot Voltaguer. See? The backs of these are nice, too. Al Martin. I thought he was a third baseman. He was an outfielder for Pittsburgh. Greg Swindell and the Astros. I really get confused when I see him on the Astros. I always think of him as a red and Guardian. Barry Larkin, Hall of Famer. That's exactly it. Tom Glavine and Tim Hudson are sort of like cousins through the time continuum. And that card is proof. Barry Larkin's a damn good player. He's in the Hall of Fame. I don't think he ever won an MVP. I don't think he ever had like one dominant year. He was just a model of consistency year over year. Carlos Garcia. He was a DUCMA, but second base, duo. And Darren Dalton. Oh, wow. Darren Dalton and John Kruk back to back. Two members of the 93 Phillies, their leaders. A catcher in French is Recevier, and a first baseman is Premier Boot. Anybody else think John Kruk has a Premier Boot? That was that. Larkin's yours. Mike Hampton on the Mariners? I who knew? I remember him on Atlanta. Then I think he signed with Colorado, that really big deal. I don't know. That was very strange. All right, this is we're staying in the 90s. This is a 91 Ultra. This is sort of like the precursor to the Stadium Club. Those badass photos. Hoping that the photos continue in this pack. The goal, of course, is Canseco. 91. Is Chase Utley playing in 91? Bo Jackson. How's that? Oh, speaking of Cleveland, this is their logo. It's a sticker. Peel it off and you can like stick it on stuff. You really want to piss somebody off, put it on their car. Any free agent signings yet? I mean, I'm sure there were some handshake deals made the last few weeks. David Cone on the Mets. Remember, he was doing dirty, lewd things in the bullpen during the game. We don't condone that. Freeman to the Yankees? Oh, shit. Kelly Kruger, look at this picture. They're really taking Hans down, getting him back for the Nakatomi Plaza incident. So, if Freeman does go to the Yankees, I heard that the Braves will be really interested in trading for Matt Olson, which he's not going to replace Freeman as the hero because Freeman's like beloved out there, but numbers-wise, more power, less of a hit tool, great defensive first baseman, and it'll probably be a lot cheaper. Use that money and spend it elsewhere. Just looking at the glass half full for you, Obi. Reggie Jefferson. He, I think he's the president, George's father. You can see the resemblance. Pat Borders again. Canseco. Look, he was the goal. I don't have that one. That's Jose Canseco. Wow. You can see the resemblance. Look at the back of the card. You have him looking, hitting, getting ready to probably pound the home run, and sliding, probably getting ready to steal a base. This really captures the hero, all the glory. I know so many. Yeah, the fans are either going to be pissed at one or the other. I don't know. Sometimes you have the front office say, well, we did all we can. They put out, Astros did with Correa, they just put out like a low ball offer to be able to say, oh, well, we gave an offer. Yeah, that's true. McCann, yeah. I don't know. He seems like a stand-up guy. He seems like he'll stay if Atlanta at least comes close. Ellis Burks. He's a great all-around player. Luis Rivera. He was a wrestler. Jose Luis Rivera is the biggest jobber in WWF. I'm hoping the Phillies get Conforto and Schwarber. Dave Vale, the Four Seasons. Sean Dunston flying. You ever see a baseball player fly? Not often, but Dunston is the first one to ever do it. I know, like, why does it come down to the last minute? If you really want to stay, if you really want the player, you're going to make it happen, whether it's 6 months before free agency or 6 hours after it. Just make it happen. Especially after they won the World Series. Norm Charlton, he was one of the nasty pitchers. Kevin McReynolds. Gerald Williams. He just died a couple weeks ago. Tom Bolton. Rather, Michael Bolton. You guys ever hear Michael Bolton's greatest hits? It's an amazing CD. I know. Give it to him, right? He's like the face of your franchise. If I'm Atlanta, I wouldn't want to lose him. Any Nolan Ryan fans? Did they really? I've never seen him live. I bet he's phenomenal. I wonder if he has that long hair, and then he cut it. I'm listening to Michael Bolton in about an hour. I'm not ashamed of it. Speaking of, this is a jizz pack. This is Pinnacle. No pun intended. You declined. Why? Willie Green. He also goes by the name of Wilma Green. Scott confirmed that this is his mom. She goes by the name of Wilma. Scott, we have another one for you. That's a good point. We all should be. There were probably a lot of them at the concert, though. Chili Davis, Darren Jackson. There's Walt Weiss turning too. It's a pretty cool car. Darren Holmes. Rocky pitcher. Damon Buford. This is a rookie prospect. Not a good pick, Baltimore. Wasn't a good draft pick. Speaking of draft picks, Mark Valdez, the Marlins picked him. It's another one I bet you like to have back, isn't it, Derek Jeter? Tim Wakefield, the only knuckleballer who doesn't look like he's 80 years old. Look, looks like he's 25. Goes against the knuckleballer grain. I think I said this a few times. Speaking of concerts, the best concert I've ever been to was George Michael, by far. John Franco, Wander's father. This kid's a hot prospect for the Rays. Milt Kyler. Brett Butler laying down a beautiful bunt. Great leadoff hitter for the Dodgers, Giants, Indians. R.I.P. Darryl Kyle. The tragedy. Sure, Michael, remember that? Come on, what was it? 11:30 at night, Sunday nights, the Sports Machine. Poison Cinderella. Oh, that must have been great, them two together. I'm going to guess Cinderella opened for Poison, but I'm not 100% sure. That tells you that there were two good bands there if you're not sure which one opened for the other. Strawberry on the Dodgers. Yeah, let me re-sign with my hometown team with all my buddies from my childhood and a lot of drugs and stuff available. That'll do wonders for my career, right? It didn't, Daryl, unfortunately. We're later back on track now. Eskin's Insider. I never got into Eskin. Cinderella Open? Oh, yeah. That's awesome. Final Packs Opening Day 2020. I sold Def Leppard. They were really good. Speaking of like 80s bands. 2022 Series 1 Trivia Prize. We're going to incorporate Dinger in the equation. The question. Obi pulled out a mascot tonight while opening 2022 opening day. What was the name of the mascot that he pulled out? Oh, wow, Freddie Freeman. There you go, Obi. And it's in the old school uniform. Maybe it's a short print. Usually they do that. I can't read the back. Hopefully that's not the final time we see Freeman in an Atlanta costume. Dominic Smith. He might be traded. The Mets don't really need him. Christian Walker. He had a good 1 year with Arizona and just. Oh, so then if we get mascot cards, they're going to be rare now because we're not going to be having them roaming the field anymore. So we got to hang on to those cards. Speaking of band, JT Real Muto. Oh, it's a regular jersey. All right. It's not a short print. But I don't know. It still could be. I can't read the backs. I'd like to see them ban Real Muto because of that trade. Sixto Sanchez is still hurt. He might not pitch again until like August, but I'll still take him over Real Muto. Omar Narvaez. These are pretty. This is a good shot. He's chasing a pass ball. Maybe he caused the error. If so, is a pass ball. The pitcher threw it wild. It would be the pitcher's ball. It would be a wild pitch. And then Kenta Maeda, March 26, 2020. It's a blue foil. It's on the Twins now. He's out for the year. Tommy John surgery. But that's a pretty cool card of him. We hope that he gets better. And Cody Bellinger. Talk about struggling. This is an MLB sticker collection preview card from 2020 opening day baseball. Cody Bellinger struggled the last 2 or 3 years, but hopefully we'll get everything back on track. So that's all I got tonight, fellas. Thank you all for joining. Thank you for celebrating the comeback of baseball. It's long overdue. Got a lot of things to look forward to. They might. They just might. So that's all I got tonight, fellas. Thank you all for joining. As always, awesome talking some sports with you. Hopefully get some free agent signings. We ramp up the baseball talk. We got to do our predictions later. Maybe as it gets closer to opening day, we'll do our predictions again. We'll pick one division each night. Maybe we could talk about our expectations, what you guys think. Just all there's so many possibilities. Oh, wow. It's not even 3:31. I wonder how they're going to do that. Because, yeah, it seems like they go in the future or the past with these things. Like they have a flux capacitor we don't know about. At Tops and ask them. Say, what are we going to do with this? I want to see what they say if they even respond. That would be great. You never know. Upper Deck replied to me about my mailing. I actually put it in the mailbox yesterday. Hope they write back. All right, fellas. Thank you all for joining. You guys keep watching. I'll keep ripping. Have a great night, everybody.